ladies, I'm here on the show, here to talk about the Washington Commanders, beat the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, 23-20 in our second to last Wildcard game, this Wildcard week. I also have Vikings-Rams tomorrow. But what a game here between these two teams, the Commanders, Bucks. What a hell of a game. Finally, out of these first few games kind of sucked. First four games kind of sucked. This one was just a great back and forth game, man, between these two teams, between two good quarterbacks. Really good rookie quarterback in Jaden Daniels. Underrated quarterback in Baker Mayfield. This is a good quarterback battle. These are two good teams. But ultimately, the Commanders come out on top. And it was because of Jaden Daniels, to be honest. They couldn't run the football. The leading rusher was Jaden Daniels, but they really stopped him. But Jaden Daniels had a big run to pick up that first down to run out the clock before the field goal. But Jaden Daniels was great, man. 24-35, 268 yards, 2 touchdowns, no interceptions from Jaden Daniels. He had Terry McLaurin make some big catches. De'Ami Brown really stepped up. Austin Eckler made a big catch. Terry McLaurin had a touchdown catch there, a big fourth down. There were a lot of fourth downs they went for that I had questioned, where they left some points out there where they didn't get those fourth downs. And if they didn't get that one, I was going to question it. But Terry McLaurin with a huge catch that got them the lead. The Buccaneers ended up tying it back up, and then Zane Gonzalez doinks in the field goal to win it. What a hell of a game for Jaden Daniels. 24-35, 268, 2 touchdowns, no interceptions by this rookie quarterback. He's had a really good rookie season. And he just has ice in his veins, and he's just done an incredible job. Especially in clutch games like the Falcons game, he was clutch. Eagles game, clutch. This game, he was clutch. Got him down the field on that last drive to set up the game-winning field goal. Like, that kid is good. And I'm not saying, I don't think they're going to beat Detroit, but I think it'll be a good game. Just kind of unbelievable these two teams be facing off in the divisional round. These two teams were in the shithole a few years ago, but now they're both really good and now in the divisional round. But Jaden Daniels is going to be one of the future. It's going to be could be the future of the league, because I can't believe how good he is. Like, he's been just on fire this season. Yes, I'm being honest, realistic. It might be in Detroit, but you never know. Any time, anywhere, you could lose in the NFL. They need to get the run game going a bit more. I would like to see the run game get going a little bit more from them. But Jaden Daniels on 3rd and 4th downs, he was 9 for 15 with 108 yards and 2 touchdowns. He was really good on 3rd and 4th downs. But I want to see them run the ball better, because Austin Eckler, 8 runs, 27 yards, 3.4 a carry. Brian Robinson Jr., 10 runs, 16 yards, 1.6 a carry. He's just not a good running back for this team, man. Like, he just isn't cutting it, and they need to get a better running back to help, because both these backfields aren't great. Austin Eckler's more of a receiving back. He's a good receiving back. They just need to get a better overall number 1 running back. That's what could hurt him against the Lions, but we'll see. But yeah, they didn't run the ball well as a total. They had 82 rushing yards as a team. Terry McLaurin was their leading receiver, him and De'Ami Brown. Terry McLaurin, 7 catches, 89 yards, and a touchdown for scary Terry McLaurin. De'Ami Brown, 5 catches, 89 yards, and a touchdown. He had a game. He's been getting more involved the last few weeks. My first 12 weeks, he wasn't really involved in this offense a lot, but he was involved tonight. Austin Eckler, 3 catches, 26 yards. Austin Eckler had a big catch, I thought. I believe it was that 2nd and 10. There was a crucial moment. He called it over the linebacker, Yaya. Underrated player. Zach Ertz, 2 catches, 23 yards. Brian Robinson Jr., 4 catches, 22 yards. And Zacchaeus, 3 catches, 19 yards. I just went and I done underrated player just to make fun of Barton. But yeah, Commanders 13-5 going to be going to the division round against Detroit. It's going to be a hell of a game. 2 good quarterbacks going at it. Jaden Daniels and Jared Goff. The divisional matchups are looking pretty good so far. The defense for both teams. It was a solid back and forth game between the offense. The defense were able to hold on 4th down at times. But the Commanders really dominated time possession. 35 minutes to 24 minutes. They had 69 nice plays to Tampa Bay's 44. They were 8 for 15 on 3rd down, 3 of 5 on 4th down. They ran so many more plays. They just really dominated time of possession. 22 total first downs. Washington had 350 total yards, so Tampa's defense was a little worse. But they were good at stopping the run. But in those 3rd and 4th downs, when they needed most, Jaden Daniels come up clutch. But Tampa wasn't bad offensively. I mean, 294 total yards. They were averaging 6 yards a play. 19 first downs, 5 and 9 on 3rd down. Just the key play was that 3rd and inches where they lost like 4 yards and they had to kick the field goal. I get if you wanted to go for it, I mean, but that's not a spot to go for. It's a 3-point game. It was going to be like 4th and 4, 4th and 5. And whether they get it or not, Commanders are probably going to run out the clock. And guess what? The Bucs never got the football back because they couldn't get a stop. And they had a chance to stop Jaden Daniels on 3rd and 1, and they couldn't wrap him up. As their season ends at 10-8. Baker, 15 for 18, 185 yards, 2 touchdowns, no interceptions, 7 runs for 23 yards for Baker. Thought a good game from Baker. They wouldn't have even been there. They wouldn't be there without Baker Mayfield, man. He's been so underrated the last 2 years, I'd say. And it's kind of just the little things that are coming back to hurt. Like, they didn't take advantage. Saying that good teams take advantage when you don't execute. And the Commanders did tonight. They just didn't execute. Especially at third, there was a fumble by Baker on the he was, I believe, trying to hand off to McMillan. Fumble. Commanders get it. There's a turnover. 3rd and inches. They fuck up the snap. Baker fucks it. Just kind of fucks it up. I don't know. Maybe the offensive lineman just got the snap count wrong. I don't know. Then they have to settle for a field goal. But he averaged 30. He averaged 33 pass attempts per game this year. Today he only threw 18 passes. The Bucs defense just could not get off the field tonight. That's why they just didn't have the ball a lot. But terrible coaching, just too many miscues, like clock management and lack of let's win and go for it. Maybe in the last drive of the game, but I mean, you gotta take the field goal there. If you don't get it, then you don't tie it and you won't have another shot. But there was some miscues there at the end, but I thought he played good. The fumble was costly there when they had the ball. I believe they were up. I mean, that's a tough loss, though. But can't believe they lost because of fucking Doink. Bucky Irving, 17 runs, 77 yards. Also 2 catches, 6 yards, and a touchdown. Really good rookie season from Bucky Irving, man. What a freaking steal he was in the NFL draft for Tampa Bay. 1,122 yards this year with 8 touchdowns. A hell of a season for Bucky Irving, man. But he's a good running back. A lot of teams probably regret passing up on him. Mike Evans, 7 catches, 92 yards, and a touchdown. He cooked. He really cooked Marshawn Lattimore in this game, man. 7 catches, 92 yards, and a touchdown. I believe he had 5 catches and like 66 yards in the first half. I don't think they really targeted him much in the second half because they were probably doubling him, so Lattimore wasn't one-on-one. Jalen McMillan, 2 catches, 41 yards for Jalen McMillan. But yeah, that turnover, I don't think it was on Jalen McMillan. I think it's just that's on Baker. K. Dalton, 2 catches, 32 yards in this game. Rashard White, 2 catches for 14 yards. Defensively, Levante David had a good game. He had a sack tonight, and he's still dominant out there, man. Like, yeah, he's old, but man, he played good. He's still a beast out there. McLaughlin made both of his field goals. Zane Gonzalez made all 3 of his field goals. He doinked one in to win the game, which was crazy. I thought he was going to freaking miss at first. I thought he was going to freaking miss. Bobby Wagner had half a sack, and I believe that fumble recovery by Bobby Wagner. That's his first career postseason recovery. But I think it's only him and Dorrance Armstrong each had half a sack. But yeah, this was a very good back and forth game between 2 good teams with 2 good quarterbacks. My only concern with the Commanders now heading to the division, like I mentioned at the start, is kind of the running game. Like, yeah, Gene Daniels can get you some runs, obviously, but you need Austin Eckler, Brian Robinson Jr. to really help in that running game, to take more pressure off your rookie quarterbacks. It's going to be a tough environment, tough place to play at in Detroit. So we'll see what happens, but a good win for the Commanders, 23-20 to advance to the divisional round. Finally a playoff win. I don't know when the last time they won a playoff game was, but congratulations to Commanders. Coach Dan Quinn, I wish he was still my Cowboys, but done a hell of a job this first year. Even if they lose to Detroit, it's still a good season, because I didn't expect them to make the divisional. Hell, I didn't expect them to make the wild card, so. But yeah, a bright future there, so we'll see what happens in the divisional. That's all I'll say. Peace.